morning. This is Todd Mitchell for Thursday for today's free video. Market just opened up, and the chart we're looking at is the E-mini S&P 500 on a 3-minute chart, continuous chart. So we're looking at the night session in conjunction with the day session from yesterday. So this is last night. Consolidated, and then we started moving up at about late last night, or early this morning rather, kind of a double top in here. Okay, we're sitting at the 200 exponential moving average on this continuous chart, but then when we flip over to the day session only chart, we've got that gap, right? We got the gap, and we are getting close to testing yesterday's high. I mean, so we gapped up nicely. So we closed yesterday at 1998 3/4. We opened up today at 202 1/2, and if we go back even further here, look at this. We pretty much tested this high of yesterday afternoon right in here. Okay. So now the big question is, do we fill this gap, or is this market stronger than it? I mean, is this market going to continue going higher, or are we going to try to fill that gap? And that's what we're going to try to figure out now. So let's go back to this chart here, and since we're at a critical level here on the overnight chart, it's sitting at the 200 exponential moving average, we're going to wait for a pattern to form here. I know it's a little early in the morning, typically earlier than I typically like to trade, but sometimes there are some really good trades. So what we're seeing on this 3-minute bar is we've got an engulfing pattern here. I want to see where this bar closes to kind of help give me direction in the next 15 minutes, okay? So as you can see, what I've done is I've drawn the Fibonacci retracements from this low, right, early this morning before the market opened, right? Before the market opened on the New York session at 9:30. Drew it from this low to the overnight high right in here. And you can see the 50 and the 60% retracements right in here. So this area may be acting as support right now. Let's see. Okay, let's do this so we can see a little bit more of the screen here. And I'm going to pause it and come back as soon as I'm ready to put on a trade. All right, I'm back, and I'm thinking this market's moving higher, so I'm going to put in an order at 202 1/4 right here. 202 1/4. If we get a look at this market. This market is moving higher, and I'm looking for a little pullback here if we can get filled. I don't want to chase it, just don't want to throw in a market order just yet. So I'm going to pause this video and see if I am able to get. All right, as you can see, I am long here. Look at this bar here. Let me just show you what's going on and what I did. Let me stretch this out. Look at this. So the market pretty much took off on the bar I was trying to get long at a lower price. So what I did is I dragged my order up on the matrix, and I dragged it up a little too high, so I bought it here. Kind of a mistake, but I'm still bullish. So when the market pulled back, I bought some more. Okay. So what I'm going to do is so that means I'm long 10. Okay, I'm long 10 contracts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 5 off on a retest of today's high. So I have 5. Okay. So at the high of today, and then I'll have 5 left. So 204 3/4 is where I want to sell it. 204 3/4, right there on a retest. I'll be out of half of the position, and then I'll only have half of my position, of course, and then I'll move my stop. So I'm going to pause the video and let's see what happens here. Okay. Now let's all be on the same page here. We got to have a stop loss, right? So my stop loss is going to be below the low of the day. Okay, because at this point, if the market reverses and takes out the low, then I'm completely wrong on this position. And the low of the day is 201, so I'm going to go 200 3/4 on 10. Okay, so let me show you how to do that. Just change them up. Quantity 10, right there. We want to be below the low of the day. 200 3/4 right there. Okay, and there we go. So I'm protected. I'm below the low of the day. Looking to take off half at the high. Again, a little mistake. I should have been buying at that high. I was looking to be a couple ticks below it, and I don't know. I pulled it up a little too high, got filled here, and then on a little pullback here, I got long to average me down a little bit. So let's just take a look here, and I will pause the... All right, so what I've done now is, since we're kind of consolidating up in here, I took my order from the low of the day and moved it up to below this bar's low of 202 3/4. I'm at 202 1/4 now. 202 1/4 is where my stop is, where it was before. It was 200 3/4. So I've moved that up quite a bit. So if I take a loss on this trade, it's not that bad at all. Okay, so again, I'm still looking for the 204 3/4 to get hit to take me out of half of the position, and then I will move up the stop even further, and then of course I'll have to change the amount of contracts, because since I'm long 10, I've got a sell stop at 10. So if it takes me out of half of the position at the high of the day, then I'll of course have to change this to selling 5. Okay, so I'll be back. All right, let's see if we're able to get it. Look at this consolidation in here. I'm very, very tempted moving my stop up to below this low now, 203 1/4.
Order filled.
Here we go. Look at that. Took out the high. Look at that. Closed. Okay, just not a whole lot. So I need to, this is what I need to do now. Look at this. I'm going to cancel the orders. See? So that's out. Now I want to go up to below this bar's low of 203 3/4 to 203. I got to move it down because I'm only long 5 now. All right, there we go, 5. Look at, I could take profits right now and close out the day of 600 1/4, right? Look at this rally. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, the old high of the day was 204 3/4. I'm actually going to go up to 204 1/4 and lock in profits. 204 1/4. 204 1/4. Look at this. See if this thing runs. 204 1/4. There we go. Look at this thing run. I love it. All right, we don't want to be greedy here, right? We want to go out at 206. We're going to get out 206 1/4. 206 1/4 right here. There we go. 206 1/4. So look at this.
Order filled.
206 1/4. Here we go. Look at that. It is, what time is it? 9:45. And we were on target again, right? We're flat. See, position is flat. We closed out $812.50 in profits. Okay, again, put this trade on in the first 6 minutes of trading. We watched this market very closely down in here. We had, a complete strategy, right? I mean, we were looking for certain things to occur, and they occurred. We had that bias that the market was moving higher. So look at what I've got a resting sell stop here. So I need to take that out, don't I? See, look at this, over in the matrix. Click it, and it's out. And we are flat, 812.5 for today. Not too bad. And I hope you learned a little something from this, that the markets are more orderly than you think if you know what you're looking for specifically. Okay, so again, first 15 minutes of the day we did pretty well. 812.50 yesterday. On yesterday's blog video you saw me do about 412.5, but that wasn't the end of the day. I had a couple more trades. Look at the one near the low of let's flip this chart here. Let me just show you what I did at the end of the near the end of the day. Let's go on a daily, okay? The day session only, rather. Okay, so right in here, about 3 o'clock, almost picked that low to the tick, but it was getting late, so I didn't hold on to it longer. It didn't go a whole lot further, but we went long right in here, as you can see. Took profits in here, tried to trail it up, took me out. Made a few $100s in there as well. And I think if we go back earlier, I think I had another one. Yeah, I'm not sure, but okay. It's a long video today, so hope you'll learn something. So let's just take a look at this real quick, okay? Again, this is a day session only chart. So the market opened up. We went long right in here, an average price in here, and took this up, took some profit there and profit there. And that's really all you need, right? It adds up. So hope you have a profitable day. Hope that helps. And I will be back with you tomorrow with a swing trade in stocks and or ETFs. Doc will be in the office tomorrow morning, so I will not be doing a video. I'll be doing one later today for tomorrow, okay? Bye for now.